Welcome to the Truth Shall Set You Free podcast. My name is Tamara. This is my cousin Chell. We're bringing this podcast to the world on hopes that it helps heal people on their journey when it comes to DNA and ancestry. My results that I recently discovered of a different biological father than the one I thought I had for 51 years is what started this journey. So we're bringing this to you from the Selfie Closet ATL here in Atlanta, Georgia. And again, just hoping that this can turn uncomfortable conversations into truth and people, living in who they really are. That's what we're here for.
With that being said, welcome to another episode. Today we just gonna talk about a range of topics. With Cuz just meeting her sisters and brother and hanging out for the birthday weekend and
Yeah.
how that went, and how was that whole interaction amongst them. You know what I'm saying? So that being said, once again, welcome. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there, and happy Juneteenth to all the
Juneteenth,
to the
yes.
believers. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah, for
saying?
sure.
Uh, those two things, are kind of important. Well, not kind of, but are important, especially
Very.
Father's Day with Black fathers and all that.
Yes, yes,
And this being the show about DNA, so
yes.
salute to all the fathers out there, especially the Black ones. We get a bad rep, but we are in the
But
homes,
y'all is
or
the
we are in our
best.
fathers, our kids' lives. So
Yes,
regardless of what they might say, don't believe the hype. I know
that's
plenty of
right.
good fathers out there. You
I
know
know
what
a
I'm saying?
lot, a lot.
Who are in their kids' life. If they ain't with
Yes.
them every day, they make sure they with them,
Yeah.
contact them, do
Yeah.
things for them, be there for them. It ain't all
Yes.
about paying the child support and all that, because kids don't remember that. They remember the interaction with their
Yes.
fathers and all
Yes.
that stuff. So
Memories.
salute to all the fathers out there.
Yes. I second that motion.
Happy Juneteenth to those who did celebrate that holiday. You know what I'm saying?
That's a
Cause
very important holiday.
yeah, it is.
hmm
It is. I'm down with the Juneteenth movement.
hmm
I would have preferred the money, but we'll take
For sure.
the reparations that we
Yes,
owe.
that
But
we're
we'll
very
we'll
much
take the
old.
holiday.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And
hmm
I'll just, this may be another topic for another episode, but we see the Juneteenth. We in Atlanta, so of course we see some celebrations and all that.
Yes.
But throughout the country, I don't feel like Black people celebrate Juneteenth like we should.
Enough. Enough.
You can look this up.
hmm
Statistically, we probably spend less money on that holiday than Fourth of July.
Whoa. That's out of order.
Now, Fourth of July is so I look, social media. I seen a couple people posting their Juneteenth celebrations and all that shit.
hmm
But for the y'all Black folks who didn't,
We need to start standing
next
up.
week,
Yeah.
I don't want to see no Fourth of July shit. I don't want to see no happy
Nah,
250th anniversary of America,
we're not.
because you wasn't happy and your people wasn't happy 250
Real
years ago
talk,
when they
real
stole this
talk.
country. But that's another episode. I ain't
Yeah,
want to get off topic.
but
You know what I'm
I'm
saying? But
glad you
that
said that
just
because that's
disturbed me. You know what I'm
important. No,
saying?
that's
So
important, man.
that's
And I
what we're
didn't
gonna
know
be
that.
looking out for.
I didn't know the numbers was like that.
Yeah. Look it
Wow.
up. All right, man. We ain't spend no money. We go out St. Patrick's Day and you know what I'm saying, get
Yes.
drunk and you know what I'm saying,
Easter,
Cinco de Mayo.
Christmas, every holiday but ours,
I guess it got to be a holiday where niggas get drunk.
or it got to be where the white folks recognize it
Well, yeah,
much
or
better.
that. But we'll
Because I
get
don't
into that.
celebrate the Fourth of July
We'll get into the
myself.
truth about holidays and all that
Yeah.
down the line. Because, like Cuz said, this is about truth. So,
Yes. Yes. It's
it
definitely
ain't
about
just going to
truth.
be about the DNA stuff.
Yeah. It's about
That's our main
life.
topic. But we do truth
Yeah.
about life and life
Life.
topics
Yeah.
and things of that sort.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So again, welcome. Please go to our YouTube page too and subscribe. Also, turn on your notifications so you know when we're posting our episodes. Because we got some stuff in store for you guys, not just about my story, which again led us to this podcast, but other people's story that we didn't heard since starting the podcast. So there's a lot to talk about when it comes to this DNA and ancestry. It's deep.
True enough. True enough. So, a week or so ago, His two sisters came down here, and your brother,
Yes.
little Gary,
Yeah.
Tamia, and Seisha,
And Sasha and
and
Gabby.
Gabby. Yeah, all party for your
And the new
birthday.
cousin.
Yeah, and the cousins,
Uh,
little Dow.
that's my auntie.
Yeah.
Gladys, they call
Yeah,
her
Gladys,
Bay.
Gladys.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
All came down. We hung out. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
Mm-hmm. Was really
And
fun.
did the thing for y'all birthday. How
Yeah.
was it like meeting them? I know you have met Tamia in the past, but meeting and hanging out as sisters.
Okay, but not. I hadn't really met Tamia in the past. I just
Known of her.
or
No,
yeah,
yeah,
or
yeah,
like
yeah.
her cousin Reba. I used to be around Reba. Now, you know, people on the lake that lived over there by the projects and Isha and all them.
Mhm.
You know, I grew up around them, so
Right,
I
right.
do remember maybe just being around her briefly, young, but didn't know her. You know what I mean? We
Right,
never knew
right,
each
right.
other, but we got so many similarities, me and her, like a lot of similarities. Even when she showed me pictures of her when she was a teenager, we wore the same type of hairstyles. We had the same aura. You know what I mean? We liked the same stuff. We both crafty and creative. You know what I mean? So
Mhm.
it's crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah. Even Sasha, us three together was like, wow. Like two girls, two different ages with so many similarities to me and even look like me in the face in ways. And, it was wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was wild. And then to hear their stories about, our biological father was deep. We would sit and, have tea in the morning together and talk. And, it was some emotional mornings, just in conversation together, us three, so that
Mhm.
was kind of deep. And they shared a lot of stuff with me about the dad, a lot of stuff. They even brought me a ribbon from his casket that
Mm.
said dad that she
So you
wanted me
got
to have.
some of them.
So I have something of him,
Something of
yes.
'em.
And even our sister Giovanna, she had told me previously, you missed the horn. You know what I mean? Tamia spoke about it on the
Yeah,
episode
the bump, bump, bump,
third.
bump,
Yeah,
bump.
yes,
Yeah, yeah,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
And Giovanna even told me that I missed that
We hit
horn.
you back.
So yeah, that part I said that
Yeah.
on Do Not Disturb, but yeah. So it was nice. It was nice. It was nice to understand me a little more in other people, or to even get to experience this biological father in other human beings, a
Mhm.
brother and some sisters.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's real. That's real. I'm glad you got that.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? That moment and whatever.
yeah.
To experience that,
It
just
was
to
nice.
kind of like we talked before, that kind of just help you understand yourself a little bit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
a lot of bit. Yeah.
And I know you got
We talk.
other.
Even Eddie. She said Eddie when I left and they was at your house. She said Eddie came in and said, "Oh yeah, you Tammy's sister. You talk like her and you look like her." So yeah.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing.
it is. Yeah, it was nice.
Yeah, that's real. That's
Mhm.
real. So overall, I mean, I know when you brought back. I think even Tamia kind of mentioned it on the episode. When the first shit went down, she was like, we don't,
Yeah.
we don't. And I remember talking to you. You were like, "Hey, cool, Manny," but I'm more, But overall, know them like that or whatever.
Yeah,
Even though
I'm
you
glad
kind of
I
knew them,
opened.
but
Yeah,
overall, you kind of glad
yeah.
now. And they said the thing like, "Why? That's just only a natural reaction." You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? You
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Natural reaction
We
for the most
our
part.
personalities is a lot of the same when it comes to that. So we just ain't like we don't gotta have a bunch of female friends. Like
Right,
they the
right,
type
right,
of
right, right.
sisters that they got each other's friends, so that's good enough. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? Couple outside friends, but I've always gravitated to the boys and y'all and what I mean, my brothers more so than the girls. So it was
Right, right,
it
right.
was nice though. Yeah, it was
That's what's up.
interesting.
That's what's up. That's very encouraging to people. People been commenting, and we appreciate that. Just
Yes, we appreciate
on
the
your journey,
comments. Oh
and
my
what I'm
goodness.
saying.
And the watches. Like we
Yeah,
even got a great response in starting this journey
yeah.
about this DNA. And again, we want to do this to help people to get comfortable about this, to start taking this serious because a lot of things has opened up in my life that was so mixed up that I wouldn't believe. And it wouldn't if I didn't know the truth, I would still be so unclear,
Right, right.
so unclear. So
It's never too late,
no,
but it's
I encourage
always,
everybody to do, especially
the
if you
earlier the
got it on
better.
your heart. Yes, man.
Yeah,
Yes,
no
yes.
doubt, no doubt.
The earlier the better.
That's real.
Yeah, cause
That's
50. I just turned 52, so and I ain't even known them a year. You know what I mean?
Mm,
This all just transpired at the end of 2025.
mm,
So we still learning one another, but to be so similar to people you didn't even know existed, and not only in personality but in looks, characteristics. It's deep. Like
mm-hmm.
that's crazy.
DNA
Yeah, it's real.
50
So
50.
man, listen. And
That's
the
what I
daddy, the
say.
one that's laying the sperm, if we want to, he fertilizing the egg. If we want to be
It
technical
takes
about it.
50-50 scientific proof
Yeah.
that your
So
kids gonna have 50% of your
yeah.
DNA, 50% of the father's DNA.
So it's no all that half stuff. I don't
Right.
like they said. I
The
don't.
mama, everybody want to say, well, if you got the same mama,
Yeah. So it's more. They are
that
more important
that's
siblings.
only because a lot of times the kids are with the mama.
Yes,
So
they
those
grow up with
brother
the
and sister
moms.
naturally
Yes.
gonna feel closer to that
Yes.
sibling, even though they got the same father,
Yes.
because they're still in that
Because
same
they're in the
household
home
with that mother.
in the home with them. Yes.
So that's where that
That's the
comes from.
difference.
But
Come. Yeah.
biologically and scientifically wise, it's still 50-50 from both parents. So
Yeah.
women stop trying to take all the credit. You know what I'm saying? And all
And
that.
I ain't never
And
did
saying
that.
them other
So
kids ain't halfway his,
yeah.
but mine is
But
more
mine is
his.
your whole.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
No.
yeah, it's 50-50
hmm
bottom line.
hmm
So
Yeah.
keep that in mind.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So even with that being said, it's important to know either side, mother or father. It's important to know who your dad is. It's important to know who your mother is. You know what I mean? Of course, they say, what is the saying?
Mama's
Mama's
baby, daddy's
baby,
maybe.
daddy's maybe. But
Yeah.
if you don't know,
Hey,
if you don't
but
know who your real DNA is, you lost.
but look, our grandmama, Mama Sarah, so cold. One of my aunties told me like she told them, yeah, that's true, nigga. But how do you know? I didn't take, you know what I'm saying, you from somebody else or something.
Oh
You don't remember coming out of me.
yeah,
So I could have
that's
goddamn
real
stole you
too.
from somewhere.
And it's a lot of that. It's a lot of that too. It's
Yeah.
incidents where people are, this lady might be your mama and you think it's your auntie.
Yeah. A couple people that reached out to me and had that happen.
Like,
Like
come on now.
their mom gave them up.
Yes, the mother
So
give them up
they was
and
raised by like their auntie or
auntie,
somebody
and
that
they
they thought
calling
was
them the
their mama.
mama.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then they never tell them the truth.
Yeah.
Again, medically, what if something
Mhm.
happened? We got to think about our children? You know what I'm saying? And mixing and mingling bloods that they don't even know exist. Like it's important to take this serious, like for real. I
Mhm.
I wouldn't. I don't even know if losing my husband would have started this journey. Might probably not even started. So God got divine timing and divine order. So right after I lose Jonathan, I lose the father I thought was my father. Then 2 months later, I find out about a father I never knew existed, which is really the biological father.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
know, people people gotta quit playing with this,
Right.
man.
Right. Right.
Like for
Right.
real.
Yeah.
You even what if me and Lil Gary would have met in the street and liked on each other? You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Without paying attention to we look alike or any of that. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And a lot of these places are small towns. A lot of this going on. Small towns. Everybody know everybody. Everybody touching on everybody. So no, you have to seek the truth for yourself and seek the truth for your children. Like for real, because that's not okay. Then you be wondering why you got kids that's messed up, ain't coming out
They think
right.
it's autism, but it's
Man,
motherfucking
listen, come on
something
now,
else.
for real. So again, it's been very emotional for me. It's been emotional. It's been overwhelming. I said that even when my sisters was here,
Mhm.
meeting them, getting to know, and I'm a loner. I don't really have to have a whole lot of people in my life or around me, and I'm
Right.
okay with it. You know what I mean? Some people need people around them, but so
Mhm.
now to have 6 new people that that's close up in my life. You know what I mean? Is different. So it's different, but it's a blessing at the same time. It
Mm.
is. It's such a blessing.
That's real. That's real. I'm glad everything worked out. Right, and like I thought all of them. You know what I'm saying. I thanked all of them personally. You know what I'm saying? Especially me and Gary, little Gary hugged it up. And I just told them that I appreciate the way that they embrace you and took
that's
you in.
what's
That
up,
made me
man.
feel good. You know
That's
what I'm
what's
saying?
up. Yeah.
Yeah, we hugged it
Yeah.
up, and
I'm glad
I just
that.
want to thank all of them, all the rights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who embraced
Yeah.
Cuz and took her in
Yeah.
and showed her that
I
love,
mean, mad
especially
love.
at this time, well,
Yeah.
because she's strong, but everybody need love.
Boy,
You know what I'm saying?
yes,
Shit, ain't,
Lord. I
the
mean,
strongest people need the most love. You know what
yeah.
I'm saying? Because they
Yeah.
give out so much, so they need
That's
that
true.
back. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying?
Real
So
talk.
I appreciate y'all
Real
for that.
talk.
You
And
know what
I
I'm
do
saying?
too.
Yeah.
And for my cousin to feel like me and Manny close, you know what I mean? And again, DNA can't even change that. Like,
No.
so, people be worried about what, the other family go feel, or, so now this ain't my biological cousin. We can't have the same rapport. That's crazy.
Yeah,
Man,
that'd be fake. That mean all our
come
shit
on
was
now.
fake in the first
From the
place. You
get
know what
go.
I'm
So
saying?
that
That
ain't,
would be fake to
yeah,
do
that
that.
ain't changed up nothing with
No,
us. You know what I'm saying?
no.
And we found out that we're no blood kin, but we got the same last name. We've always been close for decades now. So um, you know, I didn't worry about that because I knew where I stood with Manny. I knew where I stood with some of my other siblings from the man I thought was my father for 51 years. So I didn't really worry about it, and I felt like whoever can respect it and got an issue with it, then they need to move around anyway. For real. And that's just being real. And I know everybody don't think like that, or everybody, heart don't beat the same as mine, but you gotta know who you are. You gotta know who you are. It's imperative for your life. Like for real. It really
Most
is.
definitely. Most definitely.
Mhm.
That mean a lot. Even like you said, speak back, like meeting your people. I had a similar experience with my grandfather on my dad's side. Like, I mean, that's a whole nother episode too. But meeting where his real father, because my aunties and uncles, their dad, I considered my grandfather, but he really wasn't. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't meet this man until my daddy actually died. You know
Oh
what I'm saying?
wow.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Louis.
Our,
You know what I'm
our
saying? The
grandma in St. Louis. Yeah.
St. Louis
Oh
people.
yeah.
So
Oh yeah. Mhm.
even meeting him and understand that helped me understand more about my father and myself. You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And why some of the ways are some of the ways. You know what I'm saying? So
Yes. Yes.
it even by
All that
meeting your
matters.
biological grandparent is important
Yes.
because that
Absolutely.
part made
Absolutely.
me understand a whole lot more about my father,
Hmm.
Uncle Modi,
Yes, my
you know what
dad.
I'm saying,
Hmm.
and
Yeah,
all of
who I
them.
thought
You
was
know what
my
I'm saying?
daddy.
All the
And that's
three
crazy
brothers.
to be
Yeah,
even saying that who I thought was my father.
right.
Like
He's
that
still
is,
your father.
I mean, that's gonna
Yeah,
always be my daddy. That
yeah,
was my
yeah. That's your
dog.
daddy. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for
Uncle
sure.
Fetch
Yes,
is your
my
father.
biological father.
Right,
Yes.
right. So
So, but yeah.
even meeting their grandfather helped me understand a little bit more about them
Hmm.
and myself.
Hmm.
So
Hmm. Hmm.
meeting your real folks is important.
It is. It is.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
again, I mean, I couldn't stress it enough. Even Shell helped, a cousin find out who she was. She was adopted. Um, and her mother had to give her away because her mother was white, and she couldn't bring a baby she made with a black man to her home, and so she had to give that child up. So if it wasn't for Chell agreeing to help her and do DNA with her, because some people don't, they don't, I don't want to get in that, or
Yeah, I'm on it because of that reason. I
yeah.
never had no doubt, you know what I'm saying, not putting in, of who my parents was, you know what I'm saying, from the beginning. So I got on it to help, not to cut you off, but our cousin, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying,
Mhm.
realize her
Yeah.
stuff and meeting her and letting her meet the family. That made me feel good as hell. And
Yes.
my uncle finding his long
His
lost daughter,
long lost
that brought a
daughter.
joy to me that, you know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
meant everything. So
And
it
I'm
was
sure
worth
that
it.
helped
That
her
was my
out.
first time on Ancestry.
Yeah.
She paid for the shit and everything.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll do it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? She reached out to me. I didn't know nothing.
Mhm.
But she knew my grandma's name and said that was her grandma.
Yeah.
And I was like, bet, let's
And
run
it
it. So one of
was.
my uncles called them niggas up.
Mhm. And it was.
Trying
And
to
it
find out which one.
was.
But
Yes.
hopefully she can come
Yeah,
on
because we
here and
was
share her
thinking she was
story.
Shell's sister.
Yeah,
Maybe we
yeah. I
was
thought I
thinking she
had a
might have
sister.
had, and she don't
I
have no
got five
sister.
brothers. I
Yeah,
thought I found
so
my
we
long
thought,
lost sister, but
yes, and we was excited about that.
yeah, yeah.
But she came to be a first cousin,
Mm-hmm.
our uncle's daughter,
Yep.
and her mother's no longer here. So
Right.
Do you know how much
Now
clarity
she
that
got a
brought?
whole family that she never had.
Yes.
She didn't have family on either
Yes.
side.
Yes.
So
So
that was another great
yeah,
DNA story of
through
help.
ancestry.
Right.
Again, through ancestry. And ancestry is so easy to do. It's so easy. And they running sales all the time.
And they ain't running your name to the feds and all that shit.
And as we always tell you,
get
be anonymous if you don't want.
Yeah, right. Anonymous.
Yeah. Yeah,
But-
they do say that all
Yeah,
the
you
time.
know how we
Oh, that's
do.
the police.
If you did a crime long, well, first of all, you shouldn't have been doing them type of crimes
That
a long time
part.
ago anyway.
That
So
part.
if y'all there taking it from somebody or unalive somebody, you need to be caught that way.
Mm.
Second of all, they ain't really doing all that.
Right.
But
Yeah. But yeah, and again, they have. I'm sure they have other DNA kits and ways to do DNA if you're scared or think something crazy about ancestry. But just
yeah, not to cut you off again.
Mhm.
The good thing about ancestry too, they break down, where you come from, and the
Oh yeah,
European name of where you
yes,
come from.
yes.
you
How
know,
much
all that stuff.
Nigerian you
Yeah,
have?
yeah,
I had a lot of
Yeah, I'm
Nigerian.
30%.
I think I was
nigga.
34%
Nigerian.
Nigerian. And I
Yeah.
liked it that too. And
Yeah.
and it's interesting even when you go all off into that part of ancestry. It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I ain't had no Neanderthal in me though.
No, I didn't
That's
have
what
no Edomite in me.
But
No,
yeah,
I'm straight Judah.
but
Mhm.
once again, cuz we thank you for your journey and all that. And
Yeah, it's been something. It's been
I
something.
know I opened it up with the Father's Day and all this stuff, and I know that had to be a hard time for
It
you
was.
too. But I want to just for you to enlighten people about the father that you knew that was in your life, your daughter's life, her father, Mr. Jonathan Brown. How was he as a man, a father, and a husband? Just
But
let's get Jonathan some.
Yeah,
My brother.
yeah.
Some light.
Jonathan was an awesome husband. He was It takes a heck of a guy to deal with me anyway. As a woman, it takes a heck of a guy. So, he was a wonderful person, wonderful father, wonderful son. He was, good to his mom as well. My friends would always say, "Can they clone Jonathan?" That's the type of man he was that they would want to clone him. So, um, I can't stress enough how blessed I was to be chosen for his wife and to spend almost 20 years with him in this lifetime. Because again, like I said, I'm not a easy walk in the park. When it comes to just relationships. You know, I was blessed. He went above and beyond as a husband. He went above and beyond as a son. He came to be a father young with me and my two sets of twins. So, I think he learned a lot on that journey. A journey, and I told my husband, I was real honest with my husband that that's not a journey I probably would have did if I was a man.
What I tell you, cuz not to cut you off, but I know your kids.
Like straight up.
And I told you when you
man,
I was like,
listen,
hey, if that nigga putting over that,
man,
come doing that, you got to have that nigga back, cause he gonna have yours in the
yeah,
end.
and he did.
They grown.
1,000,000%.
It's your time for you to live your life and look. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
For real.
so
and I knew right then.
He didn't have no children when I met my
Right.
husband. I had two sets of twins.
4 kids.
4
And
children.
he took them on.
And he took
as
them
his own.
on. Yes, like his own. And
That's a
dealt with
real
their
man.
bull crap.
Yeah.
He didn't, man, listen, I told that man,
Some
look
shit
here.
that the real parents probably couldn't even deal with.
No, because they was wearing me out just with the ignorant mess. But you just, it's growing pains that I'm not sure all parents can deal with 1 or 2 or 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But at the same time, my husband didn't have no children. He was younger than me. You know what I'm saying? And he come into a woman like me life with my 4 children, which, my boys, they like male versions of me. So they was something else too. You know what I mean? So, but he took it on, and I told him, I don't want you to think that I'm not gonna have no respect for you if you ever decide to do anything else. Like I want you to know straight. I set him down, told him
I
flat out.
understand if you can't deal
Yeah,
with this shit.
look here. If you want to do something else, I respect that. Because if it was me, and I told him that flat out, if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't do it.
So a nigga had 4 kids,
Man, listen.
a couple of them bad as hell.
Man, listen.
You out the door.
Yeah, flat out. But Jonathan was not. He didn't. He didn't.
Right, that was a real
He stood
nigga. I respect him.
10 toes down, like is it something bigger than an 18 wheeler? Because he, and he was there. He was there like he was supposed to be as a husband, as a provider. He did everything he could to get better as a man. As our relationship moved on over the years, you know what I'm saying? He did everything he could to make sure I was happy. You know what I'm saying? Or because me, he seen how his wife moved. He knew exactly how I moved and how I was. So, you know what I mean? Yeah, you gotta be that to be with me. You know what I mean? So, and he showed and proved, you know what I mean, that he could be that. You know what I'm saying? For me and my children and our daughter, the only child he brought in this world, too. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, he was, and I definitely, I really didn't even want no more children, but Johnson deserved a child.
Yeah, when you told me you was having another one, I was like, that nigga deserve it. Shit, goddamn, he deserve it. If it had been another set of twins, he deserved it.
Come on now. Ooh, I would have been sick though. Lord have mercy.
Like, yeah, he deserved it though.
He absolutely did.
I'm glad,
he absolutely
that miracle,
did.
Miss Jade, happened.
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
She's wonderful. And
yes,
glad,
and to get to see him and somebody.
Glad never part of him.
Yeah,
forever.
And they born on the same day.
Yeah, born on the same 15. Day. That's God.
Yeah, my daughter's 15. Jonathan would be 45 years old right now.
Yeah. So I just want to salute Black fathers.
Yeah, for sure.
Again, another example of a great Black father took on somebody else's kids.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Was a father, didn't have no kids.
Didn't have no
children. Had a beautiful daughter, was in her life.
Yes, right to there. In the household with her, yes.
I don't know if this outfit looks familiar. I want to thank you. This was one of the last shirts and hats. Yeah. I wanted to surprise you.
Oh my goodness, man!
This is one of the last shirts Jonathan had, and I keep it. Falcons. He was original ATL.
Yes.
Born and raised in the A. So
born in Washington D.C.
Washington D.C. Came down here.
Came here when he was like 2 or something like that.
Right.
But he was from that nigga was from Decatur.
Right.
He was Decatur to whatever.
Yeah, I want to say appreciate it, cuz, and just something I cherish. Remember my brother. We hung out. And kicked it. Yeah, he was cool. So
you was with him up here on his before he actually went to the hospital.
He helped me and him design this. And Sonny.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Jonathan will ever live on in our hearts,
for sure, forever.
So we want to say rest in peace, my brother. Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day to him too. In heaven, yeah. Yeah.
So, thank y'all again for coming out, tuning in. You know what I'm saying, to episode 4.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying. We got episode 5 dropping shortly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, with a very special guest. With a very interesting story. So
with a very interesting story.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
We're gonna get that to y'all as soon as possible.
Don't forget to go on YouTube, like, share, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. And we will be going live more on TikTok, so also follow us on there, turn on your notifications. And again, if someone has some interesting stories about your DNA or anything that you want to come and share with us live here with us in Atlanta at our Selfie Closet studio, you're more than welcome to come on. We actually, again, like we said, we have special guests coming. A couple of other people have reached out that will be coming on. Also sharing their stories. There's a lot of interesting stories out there about this DNA ancestry. You wouldn't believe it. So again, if you want to talk about it and you need an outlet, if possibly having another father and you would like to come on here and let us help you, with your journey, we're open for that too.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So till next time.
Peace out.